have TFOXX here in the studio. Welcome.
TFOXX in the house.
Welcome.
What's
and
up,
thank you
TFOXX?
for joining us. Well, you know, before we actually, we're going to hear some music before we
What
let you
is
speak
this?
first.
What is this?
No, just kidding.
It's music?
I was playing a CD, spinning it
Oh,
around.
all right. Well, why don't we throw up the album cover of one of his newest albums here, Now You Can Feel Me, and it's his title track off of his album. And let's throw it up here a little bit. Let's listen. You here is you're gonna have to go to tfoxmusic.com and buy this album. You can get a little bit of sneak preview on there as well to get a feel for the music, but you can't go ripping the whole thing off from there. So we need you to buy it and support TFOXX. TFOXX,
we had it
great.
playing in our back offices all day today.
Since we got
so
it,
from
yeah.
computer to computer, we're listening to TFOXX all day.
Yeah. What with music like that and jazz like that, you know, no lyrics, no nothing like that. You're just hitting some great music.
You gotta change the tune too. You know,
Yeah.
with no lyrics, it's hard to do. Sorry.
Well, no, I'm just kind of going in with like your inspirations and who you know, where'd you develop your your feel?
My internal emotions, how I feel about a certain situation, or how I feel about a certain event that's going on in my life or other people's life. And that's where I get inspired.
You know, I have to ask you, one of your titles, number one, is Vinoy Park. Which is a local park here in the Clearwater area. What was your feeling or your inspiration to write that? To compose that, I apologize.
I was at Vinoy Park, and as I was sitting there on the bench just looking out at the horizon, and people just having a great time, you know, they're walking the dogs,
Sure.
and family, you know, kids, and I just felt really good, and I started thinking, you know, I want to write something about, this particular park, you know, what it consists of. You can really have a nice, peaceful atmosphere with your family, friends, and then, you know, just even need some time for yourself.
Yeah, and Vinoy Park, it kind of spells relaxation and cool. You throw a little jazz in the park and all the jazz festivals and all the stuff they do out there. Anyway, resonates that. It feels good. What some of the artists that you that have influenced your work as well? What do you who would you say is?
Norman Brown, George Benson, Robert Conti, Steve Kahn, Joe Broccio, Brad Carlton. These are guitarists that's pretty much inspired a lot.
These are like old time. I mean, from long ago. How long have you been playing?
I've been playing about 36 years.
Oh, you're kidding me! Wow, that's great. You don't look like you're even 36 years old.
Well, I'm really 22. No.
Oh, that's great. Well, that's incredible. And you didn't really mention a whole lot of like mainstream guys. You know what I'm saying? You didn't say I'm like mainstream this. You kind of got a lot of studio musicians and stuff like that you're naming off that inspired you.
And the reason being, I'm not taking anything away from the mainstream, but studio musicians are very unique because a lot of times you're in situations where you have to pretty much respond now. There's no time to really think about it. Sure. And I've always admired that ability, and I guess that sort of kind of attracted me.
That's killer.
But in addition to playing for 36 years, you also were in the military. You're now a student, which I think is hats off, commendable.
Thank you.
How being in the military, that kind of helped you a little bit too with your music. Can you want to embellish on that?
Absolutely. Being in the military, what happened? I was a recruiter at the time, and I decided I wanted to audition for the military band, the Marine Corps band at the time. Passed the audition. Once I went to the School of Music, it really opened up a whole different perception as far as preparing me to become a professional musician. And through those experiences, things just seemed to blossom in terms of writing different styles and playing different types of music.
Tell us a little bit about your album, Now You Can Feel Me. Not so much the inspiration, because we kind of got feeling from where your inspiration comes from and who you are as a person, how you get your music out, but the compilation of some of the cover tunes and the stuff that you got on there. I mean, it's a wide variety of things.
Yeah, how'd you get American Pie?
Because in 1975, or actually 74, a lot of my high school friends were guitar players. And that particular time in one of my classes, I heard it, neat song. So
it's got a little ditty beat to it, sure.
Yeah, so I started thinking about, my high school years, and I said, well, I'm going to do this tune. Hey, this is for all the fellas, and I decided to just put a spin to it, and and wrote it.
And that was it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We've only got a couple seconds left, but tell us about what you're a student for, and then after that, tell us how we can get your CD and your website.
Okay, before I answer the question, by the way, your hair looks beautiful. Also,
thank you.
Alex told you to say that.
No, I did before the show started.
Oh, okay.
No, it was me now.
My website, of course, again, is tfoxxmusic.com. If someone wants to purchase the CD. In International Art Design Technology is where I go to school. My major is audio recording.
And why did you? Sorry, but so long. I mean, why didn't you do that right after the military?
I needed to accomplish a couple of the goals in my life musically, and once that was done, I felt it was time now to get the certification to help better me be a better producer, communicate with the industry. So that's why I decided to go to school.
Well, we were listening to it today, and what a wonderful CD. And you guys can all go to TFOXX.com and purchase your CD. You can listen to some samples there, but congratulations. What a wonderful job that you've done on this.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, TFOXX, for being on the show tonight. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.